Alright, we're back again with another stream, and this time, we're gonna be debunking Omari. Alright, let me just put on some background music for a while, because this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I don't care. Alright, so I've actually managed to pull out some videos that I'm gonna be debunking. It's gonna be pretty fun. Just hold on, let me pull it up. Okay, so for the first video, we're gonna react to this one. Now, I myself have only seen like a few of it. I don't know why it says I've watched it all, but let's get onto it, shall we? All right, let's go.
Hey y'all, this is Omari back at you with another video. So I just wanted to touch on this subject. This is a
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Oh my fucking! I'm surprised it took YouTube this long to find out. Hey, we're using ad blockers. Really, YouTube? It took you this long, and only now you're doing something about it. Alright, just give me a moment. I gotta check on something else real quick. Okay. Just give me a moment. Okay, I put it on my community post, so we're gonna see. Also, I don't think I can hear it. Hold on, let me raise the volume a bit. Oh shit, that also raised this one. Okay, like around here should be good. Alright, let me see if I can hear it now. Okay, but let's read this first. It says here, honestly, I'm happy with whatever Toriyama makes. I didn't like Dragon Ball Super superhero name, but I ended up loving the movie. So this magic web series is true. I'll definitely check it. Wait, I've actually seen this woman post like quite a lot. But I don't understand why he like circled this. Oh wait, I think I know why. Oh, he's just gonna bash on people who say, "Oh, I'll accept it." Like, dude. Just because you don't accept it does not mean everyone has to share your mindset. Like, I don't understand what is it with people getting mad at other people when they don't share their same mindset. Because, like, dude, we're all human beings, and of course, there are some things that other people will say that are dumb, but I wouldn't necessarily, like, you know, lash out on them and tell them to, like, off themselves. Like, no. But, I can see that he's getting a little toxic, but let's see if I can hear the audio now.
major problem for me personally when it comes to the fandom.
But when it comes to the fan... Oh boy, I can't wait to see what he has to cook up. Or say. This dude really never cooks. Okay, let's see what we got.
Personally, this is a major problem for me. Honest.
Wow, he finally admitted it. It's a major problem for him. Wow. Thank you for not saying this is just a major problem overall, like you've done in your past videos, dude. You've been literally saying this is such a problem to everyone. Like, dude, no, it's just for you. And now that you've finally said this is a problem for me. Wow, good job. You're actually starting to mature a bit. Alright. Hold on, let me check on chat real quick. Shit. Let me see. Okay, nobody has texted. Okay, that's alright, let's go on. Okay.
Honestly, I'm happy with whatever Toriyama makes. You know what that says to me that whatever Toriyama does, it gets a pass.
I wouldn't say that. You know, before Dragon Ball, he's actually done a lot of questionable shit. And no, just because Toriyama's name is on it does not mean it gets a pass. Now, a lot of people think that Toriyama was, like, not involved with GT, like, whatsoever, but he actually was. Well, a little bit. He was involved with some of the character designs and some... what's it called? Yeah, like, drawing the forms and stuff. But that's pretty much it. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Dr. J? How you doing? Alright, let's keep going.
That is the #1 reason why they've been giving us garbage, and it's been ranked high with the viewership.
Wait, let's see this. DBS and Toriyama fanboys be like, DBGT writers turn Goku into a kid. What the hell were they thinking? Turning Goku into a kid was so dumb. DBGT is trash. Toriyama turns Goku into a kid. This is amazing! Toriyama... Dude, nobody has said this! Like, I never said this. And I don't know anyone who has ever said this. Though, there is one thing that I will kind of have to agree with him on, and it's that nobody has asked for this. Because I did not ask for this. I don't know anyone who's asked for Dragon Ball Daima overall. But like, I can pretty much speak for everyone when I say nobody has asked for this. Anyways, let's keep going.
Because people accept it because Toriyama's name is on it. Which is why they will never do any better. Because they're raking in the money. Because Toriyama's name is slapped on it. Now, you have other fan bases that don't go that
way. Oh no. What is this guy gonna do?
That way. You have the Star Wars fan base that call out George Lucas on his BS.
No. I'ma stop you right there. Are better than Dragon Ball fans. If anything, Star Wars has one of, if not the most toxic fans. Well, like in general, not really like counting anime, but like Star Wars has a huge fan base, and let me just tell you this, the majority of the fans are incredibly toxic. Let me pull up a video real quick to show you like the Star Wars fans overall. Hold on.
Hey, you shut the fuck up!
Why don't you come down and make me tough guy?
Yeah, why don't you come up here and make me come down here, tough guy?
I am gonna come up there, and I'm gonna kick your fucking ass!
Yeah, why don't you try it, asshole? Get your ass up here and kick my ass!
Hands up! Stop the sensitive!
Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch! Get the fuck back to me!
You see? The fans keep arguing with each other.
Shut the fuck up! Hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, me too.
She's worse than us.
Yeah, she's our enemy now.
Now, this doesn't necessarily like apply to all fans, but like holy shit, Star Wars fans really get on beef with each other. And in case you guys did not know, when the prequel trilogy first released, it was actually known for being hated. Now, I'll be honest with you, when the prequel trilogy first came out, I wasn't even born yet until the final episode came out. Like the final episode released in 2005, and I was actually born in 2005. Right now, I'm 18 years old. But when I first watched all the Star Wars movies, and especially the prequels, I was like around 10 years old or 11, and I never really understood why the trilogy was hated at all. And even rewatching it, I mean, I can kind of understand, but like the majority of the hate that I understand for are the sequels, not really the prequels. But like for the prequels, they make up lame excuses as to, oh my gosh, Anakin is like emo and like whiny and all that shit. And they mainly crap on episode 2 and some on episode 3. Now for episode 1, I don't necessarily know why this episode is hated, but I do know why like 2 and 3 are like semi-hated. But like, to be honest, like the scene where Anakin like slaughters a bunch of Tusken Raiders and then Padme like asking him like, what just happened? And then Anakin was like getting mad and started whining. But to be honest, dude, I would have acted the same way if I was in his position. Like, dude. And the fans got mad about that. And then when the sequels came along, a lot of people came out saying, hey, you know what? the prequels aren't as bad as people think. Now, we didn't really, well, I didn't really need the sequels to like confirm this, because the prequels, like, for me, they were pretty goated. Yeah, they had like some kind of hiccups, but overall, like, I think the prequel trilogy was pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's like good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there are even some people that are debating whether or not the sequels are better than the prequels, which I personally do not agree with them at all, because the sequels had gotten crapped on mainly on episode 8 and episode 9. Now, episode 7, it was okay, you know, Force Awakens. I mean, I didn't have too much of a problem, but then it got progressively trash as episodes 8 and 9 came out. And then I was starting to get a problem with the sequel trilogy. Disney was like, oh, you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna make our own sequel trilogy. Because originally, the sequel trilogy was going to be based on Princess Leia and the training to become, like, I don't know, like a new kind of Jedi or something. But then they decided, nah, we're gonna make it our own. And we'll make a new character just disregarding everything you say. Because, I don't know, they were just in charge, they were just power hungry, and it was one of the main reasons why The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker did not do so well. Like, I didn't watch it in theaters, but when it was free, I watched it. I did not like it. I'm sorry to those who like the sequels, but I'm just gonna say this. Episode 7 was okay. Episodes 8 and 9 were not too good. They were dog shit. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And there are people on the internet that will constantly fight with other people about which Star Wars trilogy is better. And there is even a saying called, there is no one that hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans themselves. Just as how us Dragon Ball fans, we have this saying called, hey, don't fuck with us Dragon Ball fans, we can't read. And unfortunately, it has been proven to be correct, as I've seen many people claiming to be fans on the internet that don't actually know what the fuck they're even talking about. Just like this guy who claims he's watched the entire series, and when you watch his videos and read his community posts and his comments, you can tell, like, no, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? And yeah, Star Wars fans, no, they're not any better than Dragon Ball fans. They are even more toxic than us. And I say this from experience. Anyway, let's go.
You have the Sonic fan base that calls out their writers on their BS.
Okay, for the Sonic fans, now I myself am not much of a Sonic fan, but like most people did lash out on the creators of Sonic because of some games, and this movie, the Ugly Sonic one, I don't think it was even made by the writer or the creator of Sonic. Wait, hold on. Let me look it up real quick. Sonic movie director, writer. Wait, let me look up the first one, because the first one had hold on, I'll be right back. Someone's calling me right now.
DC, the Marvel, I mean, for some reason, Dragon Ball, even Naruto, their fan base calls out the writers on their BS. They don't just let anything slide. They let it be known this is trash, and they don't support it. For some reason, Toriyama has a grip on people that anything he does will be golden. And that's just not the fact. And the fact that it's like that means that they're not going to do any better. Look now, they're reaching to Dragon Ball.
Alright, I'm back. I just had to say good. Oh shit! I did not. Yeah, why did it not pause? Shit. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. All right. So who directed the first Sonic movie? Jeff Fowler, and I think that was who directed the first Sonic movie. All right. Let's check it out. Okay, so Jeff Fowler, and from what I've heard, this guy is not the official maker or the creator of Sonic at all. I don't know if it's this one, but like, really, Sonic fans also like to beef with Nintendo fans, debating whether the Nintendo or Sega is better. But like, really, I don't give a fuck about those debates because they're a waste of time. All right.
The Sonic fan base that calls out their writers on their BS, the DC, the Marvel.
Marvel and DC fans are not any better than Dragon Ball fans either. Marvel and DC, these guys love to get in beef with each other to debate which side is better or which characters are stronger. Some even don't even read the comics. Like they've admitted it. Oh, I just watched the movie. I didn't read the comic. Some don't even read the comic or the movies at all. They just watch clips on YouTube and think that's enough. And just like Omari's doing. Like this guy only watches Dragon Ball clips on YouTube and think that's enough. Like, dude, no, it's not enough. So yeah, and I will admit, like, the direction that the MCU, like, I myself am not much of a DC fan. I'm more of a Marvel fan. But if you're a DC fan, that's also nice. So Marvel and DC, like, the MCU, like, I kind of don't really like the direction that it was going to after Endgame, despite Spider-Man No Way Home and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Like, I will admit it, like, those eras, those videos were actually, those movies were actually amazing. Now, for the Marvel, like, it's been a long time since I've read the comics, and I don't really get into debates with on Marvel characters or DC characters, which ones are stronger. I don't give a fuck about that, because I'm just trying to focus more on creating Dragon Ball content. I don't have time to read Marvel or DC. And whenever someone's asked me, hey, who wins, Dragon Ball or Marvel or DC, I don't answer to that because A, I don't know much about the Marvel or DC cosmology, and B, I really don't care about those debates. But yeah, Marvel and DC fans are nowhere near as better as Dragon Ball fans. These guys still get into beef with each other. So all right, let's continue.
I mean, for some reason, Dragon Ball, even Naruto, their fan base calls out the writers on the BS.
Dude, this is literally every fandom. Every fandom has the people that accept everything. Some that say, oh, I accept this, I just don't accept that. And then there are people that say, oh, I don't accept either. I don't think that the ones that say I don't accept either are truly fans, if you get what I'm saying. But like, dude, every fandom is like this. Dragon Ball fandom is not an exception. Like, I will admit it, our fandom is not that good, but it's definitely not the worst. And this guy says, oh, Dragon Ball fandom is an embarrassment. It's the worst fandom in all of history. Like, no, it's not. It's not even top 10, top 20, or even top 50. I can name a bunch of fandoms even worse than Dragon Ball fans. Like, for example, like, and like some anime fans, like, for Naruto fans, a lot of them think that Naruto's the best anime, mostly because this is the only anime they've ever watched. What's it called? Yeah, One Piece fans, like, lately, when Gear 5 came out, these guys would not shut the fuck up and would constantly shove Gear 5 down our throats and say, oh my gosh, Gear 5 is more iconic than Super Saiyan. It's more iconic than Barrymore. Like, bro, just shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. And when we first heard about Gear 5, we were like, nah, we don't care. Okay, Gear 5, okay, that's cool. Carry on. But when you guys started to shove this down our throats, we had to go, okay, now y'all tripping. Now we gotta teach y'all a lesson. Like, holy shit. Yeah, Steven Universe. Like, some people were literally sending death threats to the female author for the way the Steven Universe story was going. Like, dude, really? Yeah, I've never heard any Dragon Ball fan that sent death threats to the author. I've only heard, like, other fandoms doing this. Now, for My Hero Academia, like, their fandom is incredibly toxic. Like, it's incredibly terrible, and they're one of the main reasons why I don't watch MHA at all. But apparently, from what I've heard, they've actually sent death threats to the author at some point. But not only that, when I was scrolling through TikTok, apparently, and it turned out to be fake later on, 14 people killed themselves because Bakugo supposedly died. Now, it turned out to be fake, but holy shit, if this was actually real, I would have been like, oh my fucking gosh. Now, we actually had, like, some anime fan doing this, and it was back in 2012, and I wasn't even introduced to anime yet. But apparently, a Russian boy killed himself because Itachi died. I'm not making this shit up. Look at this. Oh shit. Russian boy commits suicide over anime character. Yeah, look at this. Russian boy commits suicide over a Japanese anime character. It was all over the news, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And this is what happens when you spend too much time on... get the fuck out of here. This is what happens when you spend too much time on the internet. When you, like, think the internet is your life. Now for me... Oh, wait. I don't really spend, like... I don't think that the internet is my life. I don't think that anime is I live in an anime because obviously we don't live in an anime. But this guy apparently said was like when he saw Itachi's death, he was like, I'm gonna off myself, and he did it. I'm not making this shit up. And apparently this guy could not differentiate the difference between reality and fiction. And this guy thought that Naruto was complete reality. And obviously it's not. Now, the first anime that I was introduced was Naruto. I was introduced to Dragon Ball later on, and this is the main reason why I'm even on making Dragon Ball content on my YouTube channel. And I don't understand what this guy is even talking about, saying, oh, you have all of these guys who called them out on the BS. Dude, literally the fandoms you've listed aren't any better than Dragon Ball fans. A lot of these fans are incredibly toxic. They're incredibly worse than Dragon Ball fans. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Anyways, let's keep going.
They don't just let anything slide. They let it be known this is trash, and they don't support it.
So do we! Dude, we also will tell you guys, hey, this was trash. Like, just how, like, whenever Dragon Ball Evolution came out, like, we all were uniting with one another. Now, I know Toriyama's name wasn't really on it, but we all united and said, hey, this is garbage. This is trash. Get out of here. I don't know what this guy's even talking about. Like, even we call out writers on their BS. Well, mostly the screenwriters. There's only one writer. This guy says writers. There's only one.
For some reason, Toriyama has a grip on people that anything he does will be golden. And
okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, while he is right that there's a lot of people who are like this, it's not everyone, bro. A lot of people in our fandom do not accept what Toriyama's doing with the direction of Dragon Ball Super. Now me, yeah, I will admit, like, some of Dragon Ball Super was not that good. Like, I will admit it, the Copy Vegeta arc was dog shit. Resurrection F, like, he was actually, like, producing the movie. That one was kind of mediocre. Even U6 versus U7, it was kind of mediocre. But in the anime adaptation, when Goku goes Blue Kaioken, that gave me chills. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this one was slightly better than Resurrection F, in my opinion. Now, you guys can feel free to disagree with me on this. Anyways, let's keep going.
that's just not the fact. And the fact that it's like that means that they're not going to do any better. Look now, they're reaching to Dragon Ball GT's entire plot.
It's not Dragon Ball GT's entire plot. Just because Goku gets turned back into a kid, and not just Goku, but like everyone overall. Just because everyone has turned back into kids does not mean, oh, rip off of GT. They're not even following most of the concepts of GT. Like, you're not going to see Super Saiyan 4. You're not going to see any of the villains coming back from GT. In fact, the only like similar idea from GT will be Goku and Shin going to like the universe to fight the demon to turn everyone back into adults. Like, that's the entire plot of Dragon Ball Diamond. It's not just GT 2.0. Like, no, it's not GT 2.0. Now, I will admit it, I'm not too excited for Dragon Ball Diamond to come out. In fact, I wanted Dragon Ball Super Season 2 to come back. But the fact that they're giving me this, I'm like, whatever. Hey, I'm gonna watch it anyway. And if this is actually better than what I thought, I will definitely let you guys know. But for now, yeah, I will admit it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Anyways, let's keep going.
That's the plot of GT, Dragon Ball Magic. That is GT's plot. GT has gotten crapped on for years because they turned Goku into a kid.
It wasn't just Goku turning into a kid. The Black Star Dragon Ball arc was dog shit. Baby Vegeta, this arc was actually surprisingly good. Like, not gonna lie. The introduction of Super Saiyan 4, even though I don't really like Super Saiyan 4 that much, it was a really good moment for GT. There were some flaws in the Baby arc, but overall there were more good things than bad things about this arc. Super 17, this arc was dog shit. They've brought back so many villains just for them to get wasted eventually. I find it funny how a lot of people crap on Super for bringing back Frieza, but forget the fact that GT brought back Frieza and wasn't even done well. In fact, people have made a meme based on Frieza in GT and Frieza in Super. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. Let me find it. And yeah, I do have an Instagram if you want to follow me on it. Just give me a moment. But yeah, there was this one guy that I've known, well, I don't know him personally, but like, he made a video on Frieza and GT versus Frieza and Super. And let me just tell you, Frieza in GT was done absolutely terrible. Hold on, let me find it. Shit. I know it was here somewhere. Oh, shit. Is it here? Oh, here it is. Now it's in Spanish, but this is basically to give you like a basic idea on the difference is, at least Super did Frieza justice. Like, they actually did him well, unlike in GT where they just brought him back only to get wasted. Now, in Resurrection F, like, in the end he did get wasted, but it was for a better reason. And not in GT where he just got frozen in ice in the end and broke. And that's it. And also the fact that people were constantly crapping on Super because they brought Cell Max and saying, oh my gosh, it's a ripoff of Cell! Ah, GT's so much better than this. No, it's not, bro. GT brought back Cell, and he got wasted as well. GT did no better than Super when they brought back Frieza and Cell. They did no better. Now, the post was in Spanish, and let me tell you guys this. The majority of Latino Dragon Ball fans, most of them will say Super is better than GT. You will rarely find a Latino that says GT's better than Super. Like, I've seen some now and then, but I haven't seen enough of those guys. I've mostly seen those that say Super is better than GT. And I'm definitely no exception. And yes, I'm actually Hispanic Latino, in case you did not know that. Which is henceforth the name El Goku Negro. Anyways, let's keep going.
People didn't like it. But now look. Toriyama does the same thing, which I'm guessing Toriyama's involved. I mean, the details haven't come out yet.
Toriyama's a bit involved, but he's not like completely involved in Daima. Something similar to GT.
But I'm guessing Toriyama's going to be highly involved, because Toriyama was a big...
And yes, he is going to be involved in it, because he doesn't want it to like do like that bad like GT did.
Sorry about GT. So I'm guessing he's going to be involved in this. Him and Nakasuru coming together again. That's basically what this is.
Okay, let's see here. A message from Akira Toriyama Sensei. My sincerest gratitude for all those who brought this GT DVD. Alright, I'm not gonna read all this, but wait a minute. Is that what I... Dragon Ball GT is a grand side story of the original Dragon Ball. I find it funny how this guy literally said that, oh, GT's the main continuity. No, it's not, bro. And you pull out an image that says the opposite. Way to go, Omari. Way to go. Anyways, let's keep going.
Coming together again. Toriyama was involved in GT to a certain extent. And people are gonna love it. Dragon Ball Magic is...
Nah, people aren't really gonna... you don't know that yet, bro. we don't know if people are gonna love it. I will definitely give this series a try, but as for right now, like what I'm seeing, I don't really like it that much. But I'll still watch it regardless.
It's gonna be great. Why? Because Toriyama's involved. Even if it sucks, it's gonna be great because Toriyama's involved.
Dude, just because you think it sucks does not mean it sucks. Well, there are a lot of stuff that I believe is like trash and stuff like that, but that doesn't necessarily mean like everyone's gonna share that way. And he says, even if it sucks, dude, just say even if I think it's bad. But of course, you'll go, oh well, if you don't agree with me, you're a dumbass. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, like, no, just because it sucks, it's gonna be great because not necessarily. Like I said before, Toriyama was involved with Resurrection F, and I'll be honest, that movie was not that good. It was okay, just not that good.
They literally took GT and put Toriyama's name on it. And now it's getting all this praise. People didn't even watch GT because Toriyama wasn't involved. They didn't watch.
So he is a bit right on this, like a little bit. Like people didn't watch GT because Toriyama wasn't involved. But another reason why is because a lot of other people watched GT and they didn't like it. And I'll admit it, I watched some GT and let me tell you this, most of the stuff is forgettable. Like, I don't even remember what they've even done in the majority of the Black Star Dragon Ball arc. I literally had people on Instagram tell me, hey, this is what happened. I'm like, damn, that happened? Damn, how long has it been? The majority of that we remember of GT is the Baby Saga and the Shadow Dragon Saga. I'll admit it, like the Shadow Dragon Saga was kind of mediocre. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't that good either. And as long as I'm in danger, as long as I'm around, Earth will always be in danger. Like, Goku, did you not try this in Z and it didn't work? Oh wait, what does it say? As a disabled dude, I can say that my experience with the DBS part of the fandom is better than the GT. Yeah, the Super fans are actually a bit better than GT fans, because GT fans do not know how to shut the fuck up about Dragon Ball Super. Like, every time when you go to a GT only post in Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, like whatever, you will see the majority of people bringing up Dragon Ball Super. They say, oh my gosh, this is so much better than Super. And they say GT isn't better than Super, they prefer Super. Dude, just shut up. Like, dude, for 5 minutes, can you stop bringing up Dragon Ball Super into a post that's that Dragon Ball Super is irrelevant on? I don't get it. What is it with people trying to say, oh, I hate Dragon Ball Super so much. I hate it so much. And same goes vice versa for GT. And this is all they talk about. This is all they talk about. They only talk about the stuff that they hate and nothing else. Literally everything that leaves out of GT Stan's mouth is Dragon Ball Super 24/7. Like, you can see like community posts constantly saying Dragon Ball GT is so much better than Dragon Ball Super. Like, dude, it's your opinion. Shut the fuck up. And these people will get mad at you when you don't share the same mindset. And what else does the comment say? Since I ended up being bullied for saying I prefer Super over GT. Damn, I'm really sorry to hear that, Nova the Gamer. But yeah, for me, I've had a lot of experience where people like called me an idiot for liking something over the other. Now for me, of course, a lot of people crapped on me for it, and I even said the same for Super and GT. I prefer Super over GT, and I got crapped on a lot. And it's not really anything new. Like, I deal with this like here now and then, but I don't really do much debating because I'll be honest right now, I'm shit at debating. Like, I'm kind of trash at debating. The majority of times, like, I know when someone's wrong, I just do not know what to think of to like fight against their argument. And that's like for those who who think they know like everything. Like, they will spew out like feats and all that shit. And then most of the times I just do not know what to say, like, to respond. Like for GT fans on one case, like, I know they're wrong. Like, it's been obvious the movies are not connected with GT whatsoever, but a lot of people say they are. But of course, they'll still come up with a bunch of bullshit excuses saying, yes, they are. I'm like, no, you're not. The only movie that you can argue that's connected to GT is the Cooler movie, as it's been seen in GT. The other movie villains do not show up. Like, we do not see Turles, Dr. Wheelo, Garlic Jr., what's it called? Bojack, Harudagon, none of the other movie villains. But, of course, there will be people that say they are connected when no, they're not. Anyways, let's go on with it.
GT because Goku became a child again. Now, this one, Goku becoming a child again, Toriyama's involved, now everybody's excited to watch it.
Again, no. People aren't really excited for it. At least the ones I know. Like, there are some people who say they're excited, but the majority of us are like, bro, what the hell? But you know what? I'll just give it a watch. And that's literally the majority of us right now. We're like, bro, really? Alright, we'll give it a watch. But for right now, what I'm seeing, I don't like it. That's a lot of the fans. It's not everyone, bro.
I just had to voice my opinion. This is the worst fandom on the planet. It really, really is. That's why the...
Notice how it says it's the worst fandom and literally just pulls up the minority of the fans and not the fans overall. He only sees one part of the fandom and says, yeah, this is the entirety of the fandom. No. That's not the majority. That's not all of the fandom. You're only nitpicking on the fans that don't share your same mindset. I speak for a lot of people when I say, hey, dude, why did you come back? If you don't like us, just go away. We don't want you anyway. Wait, a lot of people, don't you mean everyone? No, unfortunately, there are people who think exactly like Omari. And it absolutely, like, shocks me how there are people who think he's watched the series, he's done every single research on Dragon Ball. When you watch his videos, it's clear he hasn't. I don't understand what is it with people thinking he's watched the series. When you watch his videos, it's clear he hasn't. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Dragon Ball fandom does not get respect. I don't even know. I don't respect the fandom, and I'm part of it.
Then go away, bro! If you hate us this much, go away! We don't want you. We don't care about you, bro. And for those of you, and for those of those toxic trolls that'll come and say, oh, why are you responding to me? Well, it's simple. It's easy content. It's easy views. As long as you've read the series, done a lot of research, and even watched the series, debunking him is a piece of cake. And it gets me a lot of views. Like, I literally admit this a lot. The reason why I'm calling him out is because it's getting me a lot of views. I got shoutouts by Tony, and this is the main reason why I'm even doing this. And yeah, it's easy content, bro. It's easy content.
That's just how I feel. Now, will it be good? I don't know. Dragon Ball Magic, of course I'm going to look at it. I'm definitely going to give it a chance.
No, it's not. No, it's not. He's just gonna watch little clips on YouTube and say, oh, this is terrible. And this guy has admitted to not watching Dragon Ball Superhero. But when you actually look at his some of his videos, you'll actually see that he has a lot of videos talking about Dragon Ball Superhero. Like, hold on. Let me show you guys. Alright. Where is it at? Okay. So here we have... Yeah, here we go. Spoiler. Did this really happen in the Dragon Ball Super? What did you think about the new Dragon Ball Super? Dude, if you didn't watch it, like, bro, why are you making content on it? DBS spoiler. Yup. There he is talking about the movie. And even in community posts, like, he literally trash talks Dragon Ball Superhero, and he admits it that he has not watched the series. And it's fucking ridiculous. Like, dude, do not talk about something if you haven't seen it. Because I've actually seen Dragon Ball Superhero. It was an amazing movie. Despite the CGI animation, like, I will admit it, Like, I first found the CGI animation a little bit wonky, but I grew to like it. It was actually amazing. Like, the trailers, I was like kind of a bit disappointed, but when I watched it, it surpassed everything that I was expecting. And I also like Dragon Ball Super Hero because it didn't just focus on Goku and Vegeta, like the past movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly and the arcs of Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super Hero focused on Gohan, Piccolo, and the other cast of Dragon Ball. And of course, this guy gets mad whenever Dragon Ball Super focuses on the other characters. Like, dude, there's a reason why there's character development. This guy argues for development, then regression, then development, and regression, back and forth. In fact, this guy's mostly arguing for character stagnation, where a character just stays the same. And then he'll get mad at it, and then argue for development or regression. This nigga cannot make up his mind. I am not joking when I say this. This guy cannot make up his mind, and it is fucking ridiculous.
I left Dragon Ball Super alone. I still haven't seen Dragon Ball Hero.
You see? He admits it. He did not see the movie. If that does not convince you, I don't know what will.
Dragon Ball Magic a chance and see where it goes. But, you know, that's because I'm a Dragon Ball fan. I'm not a fan.
No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. You're not a Dragon Ball fan, bro. You've proven the opposite whenever you've uploaded these videos. You constantly twerk for GT, and you constantly shit on Super. The only thing you talk about is how Super is bad and how GT's amazing. Well, he has uploaded on some issues sad with GT, but it's like very few. The majority of his videos are just him overpraising GT. And he hasn't even watched any of the Dragon Ball series at all. When you look at his video, which I'll also be looking at an older video, you can see that this guy has not seen anything on Dragon Ball. He has not seen OG Dragon Ball, not seen Dragon Ball Z. He has not even seen GT or Super. And he only watches like a small part of Heroes and think that's enough. No. No. That's not enough. Let's keep going.
And fanboy or fangirl accepts everything that
You're a Dragon Ball GT fangirl, dude. You are not a fan at all.
the writer does without calling them out on the BS. The actual fan calls them out on the BS because they're upset that their favorite franchise is being destroyed by the writer.
Dude, Dragon Ball isn't necessarily getting destroyed. It's just you think it's getting destroyed. And I find it funny how he complains how the new material is not aiming for him, like it's not appeasing to him. But like, dude, when Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z first came out, it was aiming for the younger audience. It's not changed whatsoever when Dragon Ball Super came along. Like, dude, if you want to watch something that appeases to you, just watch like animes that will cater to you, like 18 plus and all that shit. You can watch, like, you can read manga specifically meant for your age group, because shonen, like Tony said, is aimed for 14 to 18. Now, I'm 18 myself, but like eventually, like when I become like 20 or 30, I'm gonna see like the new, if they happen to do it, they're gonna produce Dragon Ball material, and I'm gonna be like, okay, this is not aiming for me, but it's whatever's, because they've been doing this since 1980s, since the 80s, and it has not changed anytime. It's not going to change anytime, because the more young people that it attracts, the more money that it will get. And this guy just refuses to accept the fact that, hey, it's not for you. Well, he has said, dude, this is terrible. Like, dude, if it's not for you, why are you talking shit about it 24/7? Well, I don't get it. I'll never understand these people that say, I hate this so much, and they'll talk about it 24/7. Now, admittedly, I used to be like this back when I was like 14 or 15. Like, the only shit that would leave my mouth is how like some shit is bad and all that shit. But then I just realized, wait, no, I'm being way too obsessed with this. So I had to stop. Because the thing that a lot of people do not know is that haters are more obsessed with that same thing that they hate, well, supposedly that they hate, than the fans. Like, Dragon Ball haters are more obsessed with Dragon Ball than Dragon Ball fans. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I am not making this shit up. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Instagram, you can even go on TikTok, and you'll see that the majority of people that hate Dragon Ball so much, that's all they'll talk about. That was all that they'll talk about. Nothing else will leave their mouth. Aside from, like, maybe like a few videos now and then. But like 98% of the content they produce is just them shitting on Dragon Ball. Because it'll get them a lot of views. And these guys do not admit it. Like, I admit it myself. I'm responding to this guy because it's getting me a lot of views. And I've grown and I've gained more subscribers because of this. So that's why I'm doing it. But this guy will never admit that he's doing this for the views. Never.
Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. I'll see you on the next video.
Alright. That's pretty much it for the first video. Alright. Let's check out the let's check out another video I'm gonna debunk. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's see which other video I can debunk. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll debunk this one. Let's see.
Hey y'all, this battle means about Omari, back at you with another video. Alright, so I posted this picture the other day, right? Saying that Hit is arguably somewhat decent and the best thing to come out of Dragon Ball Super, which...
Really? Really? This guy has literally been shitting on Hit for a long time, and I lie, bro. We all know damn well that's not true. Anyways, let's keep going.
He is. I like Hit. I like his background. Besides the fact that he has a penis head.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, bro. This guy could not be serious. Oh gosh. I can't with this guy.
I like him. He's a cool character. So I said that, and then someone commented and said,
okay, so whenever he says like maybe big fix or big fix, the majority of the shit that he labels big fix on is not even true. This guy literally said that Super Saiyan GT Goku is stronger than Master Ultra Instinct Goku, which we all know damn well that's not true. After everything of training that Goku has done in Super, like absorbing God Ki into his base, but of course this guy says he's an outlier because he says so. He does not provide actual reasoning as to why it's an outlier. Like, bro, all he does is pull out excuses. And even in his training with like Whis and Beerus, well, Vegeta mainly on Beerus, when they've unlocked Super Saiyan Blue, they've again shattered their limits. Again, and pretty much everything in the Battle of Gods events and above, they've surpassed everything that GT has ever done. They're not gonna... No character from GT is ever touching a character from Dragon Ball Super. It's not possible. And of course, there's gonna be those people that say, oh, well, the movies are connected to GT. No, they're not. I've already said it before. The movies are not connected to GT at all. What does it say here? Omari doesn't even know the difference between cauliflower and kid. Yeah, I've actually seen one of those videos where he was literally like confusing these guys. Like, bro, how are you gonna call yourself a fan and not know the names of the characters? Now, I'll be honest. The characters that don't get enough like screen time, those I don't really like know much, unless of course they were like producing like the earlier Dragon Ball series. But if it's like brand new, I'm not gonna know like that quickly. But anyways, let's keep going.
not Goku Black, not Beerus, Moro, Jiren. Now, Beerus, when he first showed up, was dope until they made him a comedy relief. Now he's not.
Really? Dude, this guy was... He was already goofy in the beginning. Now, there are times where he has to be taken seriously, but a lot of times when you see him, it's like goofy moment. I don't know why you're saying this. at all. Like, we literally seen the Battle of Gods movie. Like, the dude was literally, like, dancing and all that kind of shit. Yeah, he was really going all out. Anyways, let's keep going.
He sucks. Moro.
When he says, oh, he sucks, he does not provide a reason. Okay, explain why. He just sucks. Dot. Really?
I like his first design and his second form design. But when he started to look like Cell, nah, he sucks. I like Moro's.
Why does that suck though, bro? I don't really use the design as a reason as to why to hate this character.
Background and all, but I just can't get over his final form design. But as a
okay, so that's why he sucks? Because of the design? Really? Are you fucking serious?
character, Moro's pretty cool as a character, but as the arc went on, Moro kind of fell off. And Jiren, bland. Even his background is so cliche.
Nobody expected this at all from Jiren when he first came out. Nobody did. It was revealed in the middle of the Tournament of Power. And the main reason why he's competing is to like bend time and all that shit like that. Like, nobody's expected him to make that wish. We were all like expecting him to make like some sort of other kind of wish, but we were not expecting him to like bend time or shit like that. We did not expect him to do that. Anyways, let's keep going.
To me, Jiren is not a good character. I don't care anything about Jiren. He's basically the team saying, let's make somebody very powerful.
Is he serious? Basically the team saying, let's make... Are you serious? Did you not watch OG? Oh wait, that's right. He hasn't. This is an idea that has been used over and over again in the older series of Dragon Ball. This is not anything new, bro. The shit he criticizes saying, it's basically the team doing it. Dude, you did not see the original series, bro. They've done this since OG Dragon Ball. Them saying, let's make a strong character. That's not anything new, bro. They've been doing this already since OG Dragon Ball. Since like the tournaments of the 22nd, 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. So King Piccolo. Then we got Raditz, Nappa, Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga, Frieza when they made them all buff, Cell, the androids, even Majin Buu. This idea is not anything new, bro. They've been doing this shit since OG Dragon Ball. I don't get what is it with you thinking that, oh, this is a new idea. No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's like no thought even went into his design. They just said, let's make somebody very powerful to go up against Goku. Big, strong, muscular character. That's it. Now, let me get into Goku Black. When Goku Black first showed up, I was hyped.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. I wasn't around when the Goku Black arc, well, when I say that, I mean, I wasn't a Dragon Ball fan when the Goku Black arc first came out. But I can tell you that I've actually had some people who were Dragon Ball fans, and when I was introduced to Dragon Ball, sometime later on, this guy was like, my friends would tell me, and especially Tony was like, bro, no, this guy was crapping on Goku Black. When he came out, this guy was shitting on him, he was crapping on him, he was saying so much bullshit about Goku Black. This guy was not hype at all. I don't understand why this guy has to lie. Dude, just be honest and say you didn't like the character when he first came out. Don't make up a bullshit story about it at all.
Remember, we had just been coming off of the tournament arc, the first one, and, you know, there was no real tension in it. So when Goku Black first showed up, I was hyped. I was like, okay, bet. Dragon Ball Super is about to get serious. I mean, I was losing hope in Dragon Ball Super, thinking it was just going to be a bunch of tournaments.
That's my reaction right now. Dude has not seen OG Dragon Ball. He has not seen the original Dragon. They have been doing this since OG Dragon Ball. Even in Dragon Ball Z, the Cell games. That was a tournament. And Dragon Ball Super only had one tournament before the Tournament of Power. And this guy's saying, oh, it's a bunch of tournament. Dude, you didn't watch the series at all. Oh my gosh, bro. Are you fucking retarded, bro? Seriously? Anyways, let's keep going.
And no real tension. So when Goku Black showed up, I was like, yes, finally, it's something serious.
Where are you though? Where are you though? I don't know about that, buddy.
And this Goku, like, what is this? Goku from another dimension that went a different route? Or he stayed Kakarot and conquered a bunch of planets and found some kind of source of power to make him like the ultimate Saiyan or something.
I can guarantee you, even if they did do that, and a lot of people wanted this to happen, but I can guarantee you, even if this was Goku Black, like the stuff he was saying, he would have still shitted on it. He would have been like, oh my gosh, I've seen this story already. Like, nothing Dragon Ball Super ever does will be able to satisfy him. Even if they bring back old concepts, even from Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Z, he's still gonna hate it. Nothing Dragon Ball Super ever does will get him to like it. Ever. Let's keep going.
Something like that. Like, this is crazy. An evil Goku. That's awesome. Other than Turles, who isn't Goku, he just looks like Goku. We've never had anything like this. This is dope. And he's dressed like a Kai, which is even crazier. So I'm like, yes. Then we found out who Goku Black is. Completely destroying everything. He's Goku.
Okay, so whenever I hear, oh, this character was amazing until this, that's how I know they're lying. That's how I know they are lying. Whenever they say, oh, this character was so badass until we found out, he's like, dude, that doesn't destroy anything. And dude, stop lying when you say, oh, it was great until this. Dude, you're terrible at lying. You always have been, and you always will be if you keep this shit up. And I just got one question for those who think like this. How exactly did this destroy anything? Because when I was first watching the Goku Black arc, I was like, damn, evil Goku? Wow, I did not expect this at all. And when I found out who Goku Black really is, I was like, wait, what? Zamasu? How is this possible? Yeah, I was around 14, 16 when I first watched the Goku Black arc. And it was, if anything, this spiced up the story even more. At least for me. But this guy says, I find it funny how this guy says where Dragon Ball Super went wrong in Goku Black. Dude, it's your opinion. It's not a fact. Hold on, let me check the comments. Alright. Goku Black would have been cooler if he was just a version of Goku that never... You're still not gonna like it, dude. You're still gonna hate it. I can guarantee you guys, if he still did this, if they did this, he would still hate it. It's not even funny. Like, it's not funny at all. Okay, he should have been at a time where Goku never hit his head. Still gonna hate it. Would have taken some rewriting, but I thought a missed opportunity was having Zamasu's spirit getting forced out of Goku Black's. To be honest, that's actually not bad of an idea. And main timeline Goku merges with himself. I think that would make the character too overpowered. And shit like that. You would have needed it to ride Zamasu took over Goku's body without having to swap bodies and kill that girl. Just suppressing Goku's spirit. So once Zamasu is forced out, Goku Black reverts to just Goku. But imagine that. This could probably be a good like what if story. But like, I can guarantee that people are still gonna complain. The Goku Black revealing the erasure of the future timelines. Okay, a lot of people don't like the Goku Black ending And I can understand that, because in the end, it all just goes to waste. But the reveal, that wasn't what destroyed it for me. I thought it was more interesting. Though I will admit, I did not like the ending that much. But it was okay. The overall arc, it was amazing. I didn't really like the ending, but overall, this was amazing. The Goku Black arc was amazing. Anyways, let's keep going.
I mean, he's Zamasu, which is one of the worst characters in Dragon Ball history.
How? How's he the worst character, bro? How exactly is he the worst character in Dragon Ball history? Because I can name villains worse than this guy. You have people like Daltaki from Dragon Ball GT. You even have, what's it called? Oh yeah, Bio Broly from Dragon Ball Z, Bio Broly. Yeah, those were shit. Even like the enemies of the Black Star Dragon Ball arc in GT, I can tell you guys, those guys were worse than him. These guys were worse than Zamasu. Now you guys can feel free to disagree with me on that. That's your opinion. But to me, this guy's not the worst villain. There are many more villains worse than this guy. It's not even close.
He's Zamasu in Goku's body. What? How lame is that? That is
Dragon Ball
so that
wishes for immortals that he hates, buddy. Okay, so like Sony said, the whole point of this was that Zamasu is taking in the sins of all mortals. So by taking in Goku's body, he's taking in all the sins of humanity. And that's why he's doing this. Because this man truly believes he's a righteous God. And the fact that he thinks that way leads him to make this decision. And that's why he's done it.
Completely ruined the arc for me once his identity was revealed. That is so lame and lazy. We already have one Zamasu, but let's make another Zamasu in Goku's body. Crybaby ass Zamasu.
The main point is to differentiate with them. The main point of having two of them is because in the main timeline, there's a god of destruction. And Goku Black thinks that nobody else can have his exact same mindset but himself. So he goes to the exact same timeline where Beerus is already dead. And then he teams up with that Zamasu. And the thing about the two Zamasus that are different, well, it's true that their mind is Zamasu. They're a little bit different. Because not only is this guy like, this guy's immortal, and this guy is not, but also when they merge, it's like the shield of Zamasu and the sword of Goku Black. So they each have a goal. And when they merge, they're not exactly synchronized with one another. And that's why we have two Zamasus. And I find it funny how whenever Vegito appears, he then goes, oh, this ruins it even more. Nah. No, it's not. And I remember in another video, he proceeds to make up more bullshit saying, oh, Vegito does not need Super Saiyan 2. Does not even need Super Saiyan Blue to finish off Zamasu. You do realize that whenever two beings fuse, they're generally going to be more powerful than separated. That's the rule of fusion. And notice generally, it doesn't necessarily apply to all cases. But it does to a lot. And that's why there's two Zamasus.
I mean, that completely wrecked it for me. And then on top of that, he goes Super Saiyan Pink. A pink Super Saiyan. I don't...
Yay, we can... He's not going to change his argument whatsoever. He's going to say, yay, we can summon... Dude, this idea was brought up since OG Dragon Ball. This is not anything new. Literally, all the shit that you complain about, that's not anything new. They've done this since OG Dragon Ball. Nothing is new from the shit you've listed. It's not.
I don't care what way you look at it. We did not need a pink Super Saiyan.
Speak for yourself. I hate it so much when this guy says, we did not need this, we did not need that. Dude, you did not need it. Do not speak for everyone in this fandom. But like I said before, of course this guy's gonna be like, oh, you don't agree with me? Oh, fanboy, dumbass. Bro, shut the fuck up. Respectfully, actually, no, not really. Shut the fuck up. Because all the shit that you've been saying, it's all your opinion. It's not factual whatsoever. At all.
On top of a light blue Super Saiyan. We just didn't need it.
Notice how he does not provide a reason as to why we did not need it? This guy says, we did not need it. Okay, why? We just didn't need it. Dude, if you say, we did not need it without providing a reason, I'm not going to take you seriously. And it's not just Omari, it's a lot of people. Whenever they say, oh, we did not need this, and I ask for a reason, and they don't provide it, they just say, we just did not need it. I cannot take them seriously. I cannot. And it pisses me off how there are people who think exactly like him.
It completely turned into Dragon Ball.
Who turning into candy? Oh, we should call it Dragon Ball Candy. By your logic, we should call it Dragon Ball Candy because Majin Buu turned everyone into chocolate, into candy. Are you fucking retarded? Are you fucking serious? I can't.
A pink Super Saiyan? In the manga, he had regular Super Saiyan, which looked dope as hell on him.
Okay, but why? Why does that look dope, but Rose doesn't? Even in the manga, he goes Rose. So I don't know what this guy's even talking about.
We didn't need a pink one, bruh. He could have just been Super Saiyan, and that would have been it. Up to...
The problem with that is that if it was just Super Saiyan, he wouldn't evolve. He wouldn't have become the badass villain that we all think of today. Now, I will admit it, Super Saiyan does look cool on him, but Rose looks cooler on him. It looks way better than just regular Super Saiyan. Because when he made Rose, he was using his own divine ki and combining it with Super Saiyan. Henceforth, why he has Super Saiyan Rose. So, him just having Super Saiyan, it would not have any hype whatsoever. People would be bored of this and just leave. In fact, I wouldn't have liked this character as much if he didn't have Rose. I'm going to be honest with you. I would have thought, I still would have think like, yeah, he was a bit cool, but the fact that he had Rose, it made him even better. And that's why he's my favorite villain of the Dragon Ball series. Now, having favorites, subjective. If you want to think Frieza, Cell, Majin Buu is better, go ahead. I don't judge.
Super Saiyan 3, I would have been fine with that. We did not...
No, you wouldn't, bro. No, you wouldn't. You would have still clowned on it. You would have still crapped on it. He says, this would have made it better. He's still going to hate it even if it does that. This guy cannot make up his mind.
I need Super Saiyan Rose. And then when he fused with Zamasu, he looked even more like a fairy. I mean, Goku was completely non-existent in that fusion. He looked nothing.
Well, duh! It's Zamasu, first of all. Zamasu is not Goku. Zamasu is Zamasu. And of course this guy says, oh, the complete and utter fair. Dude! Literally everyone, a lot of villains in Dragon Ball look ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. Cell's first form looked kind of wacky and weird. And it was creepy. That actually was the second form that I didn't really like that much. Because, oh my gosh, that one was kind of weird to me. And then when it became perfected, yeah, that one was better. I'm not gonna lie. But I then grew to like the second form a little bit better. I still don't like it that much, but it is what it is. But this guy, all I hear is just bullshit excuses, bro. You're not even providing a reason as to why it's bad.
Nothing like Goku, even his skin complexion, everything just turned green. The only thing that was resembling of a Saiyan was the hair. That was it. I mean, and then the way the arc finished with the spirit sword, the Xeno button. Oh my goodness,
dude! Goku was handed this button since even before this arc, and I find it funny how he craps on the arc. Like, I will admit it, like I didn't really like the fusion sword that much, but I wouldn't say it doesn't make sense because when Goku and Vegeta defused, they've gotten a power boost. And they had to give all of the remaining energy to Trunks. And that's why he was able to cut through Merge Zamasu. Because the Potara gives a massive power boost. That's why he was able to cut them. He got all the energy from everyone in the world. And that's why he was able to do it. And the Zeno button, it's been around since the beginning. And yeah, because as Gowasu said, Goku Black was destroyed, but Zamasu wasn't. Because remember, Zamasu is immortal, but Goku Black is not. So that's why Infinite Zamasu appears. Now, I will admit it, I did not like this ending, and I still kind of don't. But the fact that they were able to, like, say, okay, you're going to live in a new timeline, it kind of made it feel a little bit better for me, but I still didn't really like the ending that much. But I will just, well, it happened. Whatever happened, happened. And this guy, all he does is make bullshit excuses. I can't.
yeah, it was just really stupid. And Goku Black had the potential to be one of the best villains in Dragon Ball.
In case you guys did not know, Goku Black is one of the most popular Dragon Ball villains. And a lot of people think he's the best villain. But again, you guys can feel free to disagree with me on this. But like, dude, just because you think he's lame does not mean he is lame. It doesn't. Now, of course, everyone has preferences. But this guy literally treats his opinions as if they are facts. And that's why I cannot take him seriously at all.
But it failed. They completely wrecked him. I honestly had high hopes for that arc.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, bro. Stop lying. I hate whenever they say, I like this until this, and then I had high hopes. No, you did not. Stop lying, bro. I hate whenever people do this. Like it pisses me off how they say, oh, I like this so much until this, or oh, this would have made it better. Dude, you would have still crapped on it, regardless of what it did. Regardless of what happens, you're still gonna hate it. Literally nothing. And it's not just Omari, it's a lot of people. Nothing Dragon Ball Super does will be able to satisfy people. They won't.
I had high hopes. I should have known it was going to go to shit when Trunks showed up with blue hair. I should have known from that.
How the fuck? What? Oh, Trunks showed up. Bro, how did that destroy anything? And that point is irrelevant. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. We cannot be serious right now. I can't.
That moment, this joint was going to be garbage. And I was right. But I held my hopes up. And from this arc, actually from the Frieza arc, and I should have lost hope in Dragon Ball Super, but from
you already did, bro, at the beginning. You already lost hope. I don't know why you're making up a bullshit story saying, oh, I had high hopes for it. No, you didn't, bro. No, you did not.
This arc and the way it ended, I said, that's it. Dragon Ball Super is going to be garbage. I wanted hopes for it, but it's going to be garbage, and I was right. It just all completely went downhill. So no, Goku Black is not one of the best things to come out of Dragon Ball Super. He could have been one of the best things, but he's not. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. I'll see you on the next video.
I thought your explanation was bullshit. I thought it was bullshit. Anyways, I'm gonna do one more video and then I'm gonna log off. Alright, let's see what I can bunk. You know what? Let me check this one out.
Hey y'all, this is Bad News by Omari, back at you with another video. Alright, so I wanted to know y'all take on what this new series, Dragon Ball Daima, would mean for Goku's power. You know, what it means for Goku's power.
Let me check the comments.
With him getting smaller, him and Vegeta getting smaller. What do you think that means for their power? Now, the way that I see it, I see them taking away a lot of their power. There won't be any UI Goku in small form.
So for those of you who don't know, like I said last time, Daima, no events of Super happen. No events of Dragon Ball Super ever happen. So we're not gonna see Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Ultra Instinct, or Master and Ultra Instinct. We're not gonna see any of that.
There won't be any Super Saiyan Blue Goku. In fact, I believe that this just may take away their God Ki. And the most that we're going to see is a Super Saiyan Kid Goku. If that. I think that they're going to take away a lot of their power to try to kind of veer back to the OG Dragon Ball by making Goku and Vegeta not all that powerful, making their adventures a bit more difficult.
This happened a lot of times, bro. This is not anything new. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Huh. Okay.
For them. And not having them go up against these ultra powerful villains that they would go up against if they were still bigger. So the most I see them doing is Super Saiyan. And I'm kind of on the edge about that because they may even take that away and just keep it based throughout the whole adventure. And, you know, they gave Goku his power pole back.
Definitely.
Why would he be using a power pole if he's a Super Saiyan? That power pole came in extremely handy as a kid but Goku now, he wouldn't need the power pole. It's just a style on his enemies, but it looks like he seriously has the power pole. So
unfortunately, I'm gonna kind of agree, like, yeah, they're gonna take away a lot of shit, but like, the power pole we're most likely gonna see. And I think this is just like his opinion on this. Hold on. Let me check another one. Oh, you know what? Let me check this.
hey y'all, this Battle Me is by Omari, back at you with another video. Alright, I want to touch up on probably one of the dumbest things and most unnecessary things Dragon Ball Super has done in an attempt to connect it to Z. And that is making the God of Destruction life force connected to the God of Creation life force.
How is that dumb exactly, bro? How exactly is that dumb? If anything, it kind of makes sense. Like, if one goes down, one will go into chaos and then will fall along with him. I don't see anything dumb with that at all. If anything, this is kind of necessary to do. Like Supreme Kai and God of Destruction as one. Yeah, it's kind of necessary because whenever you see, like, hold on, oh my gosh, my brain is farting right now. Yeah, creation and destruction. Like they have to coexist with one another. And if one is gone, then everything will go into chaos. So that's why he has to connect these life forces together. I don't understand how this is a dumb decision. I don't get it.
Now, I have no problem with that, with them going that route, had the events of Z not happened in the Buu saga. It doesn't make any sense. Now, Shin went up against Buu twice. He went up against Kid Buu and he went up against Fat Buu. Both times this dude was beaten.
He wasn't killed though. Henceforth, Beerus would still be alright. The idea of God of Destruction did not exist until... Well, actually, it existed in Dragon Ball Z, henceforth, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. So, it's already happened in Z. Dragon Ball Super, this was introduced like later. Like Dragon Ball Super retcons those Z events to the anime. So, if anything, Beerus, like, having the life forces connect, that already happened in Z. I don't see your point, bro.
Immensely. And in the Fat Buu fight, he nearly died. He was beaten to an inch of his life. Now, Beerus and Shin's life force are connected, right? You mean to tell me that Beerus couldn't sense that Shin was in such danger?
Like I said before, Toriyama, the screenwriters, did not think of Beerus until later on. And Beerus was most likely like dormant during all this time. And he said it himself if you watch the series. He was asleep all this time. So of course he's not going to sense it. I don't know. Dude, do you even watch? No. No, he doesn't. He does not watch the show. Damn, the whole... Don't fuck with Dragon Ball fans. We don't watch or read the show. It's true. I hate to admit it, but it's true. A lot of us do not read or watch the series. And this is sad because it's coming from a Dragon Ball fan himself. Oh my gosh.
That it wouldn't have alerted him to wake up or whatever he was doing to come to Shin's aid? It doesn't make any sense. And if he could sense it, are you trying to tell me that he can't interrupt Shin's issues? That wouldn't make any sense either.
Like I said, this was not come up. God of Destructions did not come up until later on. And the fact that Fat Buu like nearly demolished, like Fat Boo's a child. Like he the only way he'll like delight in like killing is whenever he's like hungry, or, like turns people into chocolate. Now Kid Buu on the other hand, yeah, that one's a merciless killer. But the thing is that yeah, Kid Buu was going out against other Kais. And of course one of the Kais had to sacrifice himself for Shin to be safe. And of course that's why Buu did not kill him. That's why nothing happens to Beerus.
I mean, Fat Buu put such a hurting on Shin that, I mean, it's amazing the guy even survived. And Beerus didn't do anything about it.
Supreme Kais are not as weak as you think, bro. They are strong, but they have their limits. Just know that they're not complete and utter weaklings, bro. Kais have their limits. So does everyone. But of course, they can find a way to shatter those limits to become unlimitable. I'm not sure if that's a word, but you get the point. They can shatter their limits. But in Z, he had his limits. He was not that powerful enough. But he intended to do it to save, like, freaking Gohan, and Goku, and Vegeta, then all the cast of Z. Did you even watch the series, bro? No, you didn't. You only watched little clips on YouTube and think that's enough. That is ridiculous.
Now, logically, we look and we know that it's because Beerus didn't exist to us in the universe yet. For us, he wasn't even designed. He wasn't even a thought. But for the world, the universe of Dragon Ball, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all.
So for Whis, dude, everyone has their own personalities. Like, Whis has a lot of other stuff to do, and he's not really at fault whenever a God of Destruction falls. Like, when he falls, he's assigned to, he's out of commission and waited for another guy.
Why even do it? Why even do it? It's like they didn't really think it through for it to make sense. They just wanted to add.
Dude, just because you don't understand it, it doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to everyone. It's just the series is too complicated for you to handle. It's not our fault that you don't understand anything.
It just to add some kind of depth to Beerus' existence and make more reason for Shin's existence. I mean, so what happens when Shin and Kabito merged with the Patoras?
It's Kibito, not Kabito. This guy claims he's a fan, and yet he cannot pronounce the names right. Now, there are some, like, debates whether you can, like, pronounce some characters, like Zamasu or, like, Zamasu. It's Zamasu, but, like, it is what it is. But the fact that he keeps intentionally mispronouncing the names is ridiculous. Like, dude, this is how it's pronounced. You've called Jiren Jiren multiple times despite the anime and the manga. Despite both the sub and the dub of the anime saying Jiren. And you kept saying Jiren. Like, dude intentionally does this. I don't understand this guy.
Does that not affect Beerus at all? I mean, it doesn't make any type of sense, bruh. I mean, unless you want to look at it as maybe in the Dragon Ball Super universe, Shin wasn't nearly beaten to death by Buu. Maybe that whole thing was different because, you know, Dragon Ball Super is...
But he was beaten almost to death. The main reason why he survives is because Fat Buu is childish. He is not a merciless killer, just like his Kid Buu counterpart. That's why Beerus did not sense anything. The only reason why he will go down is whenever they die.
Isn't part of the original manga, so maybe stuff happened different in the Dragon Ball Super universe. But, you know, to us, for them, it just doesn't make sense. Beerus had to have been alerted to what was going on. Has to. There had to have been a way because the gods of
Ain't no way
creation...
Beerus felt. Dude, he was asleep. And he told Whis himself, hey, do not disturb me when I'm asleep. That's why. And normally, when you're asleep, you don't feel a lot of stuff happening. Even when you're like in surgery, they use like kinesthetics or like anesthesia or like some kind of like drug to help you fall asleep and not feel anything. But for Beerus, he just falls asleep, and he said it himself. He's been dormant for a lot of time. That's why he doesn't sense it.
Are so much weaker than the gods of destruction. There has to be something to alert them to when they're close to being killed. Because if the god of the creation is killed, so is the god of destruction. He'll cease to...
All right, let me see. Omari, you left out the fact that South Kai helped Trunks in his timeline. He was beaten and later killed by Deborah and Babidi. Do you think that hypothetically Beerus would have sensed this and helped him take on his enemies? Like what you told... Yeah, exactly. He forgot the fact that the South Kai helped Trunks. That the Supreme Kai helped Trunks in his timeline. I meant Supreme, not South. He was beaten and later killed by Debunking. Do you think that hypothetically Beerus would have sensed this and helped? Yeah. Simple explanation is Beerus did not exist. Technically. If Yusuke and Po from Yu Yu Hakusho can sense each other's pain and one of them dies and the other... let's see. Different shows, bro. So... Simple answer. Their life forces are not mentally connected when one or the other die. If the Kai died, then it would have done something, but since he just got beat up, nothing kind of happened. Like in the future self, when the young you dies, the old you dies too, but you weren't able to feel that. Yes! Exactly! I find it funny how the majority of the comments are basically debunking and schooling him, bro. Yeah.
Exists, he'll die. So, I mean, if you want to kill Beerus, kill Shin. Technically, almost anybody can kill Beerus.
Yeah, but they want to do that anyway. Because a lot of people just want to have a fair fight with Beerus. And just killing off Supreme Kai, that would take the fun out of everything. That would be boring. That's why they didn't do it.
Come on, man. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any type of sense, bruh. That's just them doing stuff, throwing things in Dragon Ball Super for it, and not thinking it through. It's like Dragon Ball Super is some kind of test.
Is this motherfucker serious? I can't even. I cannot with this guy, bro. This guy is not serious at all.
Trial run or something, and just seeing how things work out. It's just terrible, man. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. I'll see you on the next video.
So yeah, when you continue to like watch his videos, you can tell that this guy does not know what the fuck he's talking about. You can tell this guy does not read the series or does not do like more investigation. He just goes off by headcanon, just watches little clips on YouTube, just goes by whatever other people tell him. He's not serious, bro. He's not serious at all. Anyways, guys, that'll conclude this stream. I hope you guys had a good time. I definitely did. I'll see you guys in the next stream, and turn on post notifications if you hadn't already to watch my news, to be on the lookout for any new stream. This has been fun with you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.